Well, thought we were saving money with the sequester? Guess again. Federal workers at a Navy engineering station in Philadelphia are taking their furlough days in 1-week blocks so that they can qualify for employment benefits. With more on this, Gretchen Hamel, Executive Director for Public Notice. Gretchen, I thought we were saving money. What is going on here?
I know, it seems a little crazy, doesn't it? Here we were trying to save the government money because the government had not done its job. It had not been budgeting, had not been finding ways to cut spending, and it was going to have to enact sequester, which was going to cause some of these furloughs. And here we are. It's completely defeating the purpose. It would be like if I went on a diet and I decided to cut pizza out of my diet, but then ate a cupcake. It just makes no sense whatsoever.
I love a food analogy. That works for me. So how are they doing this as a practical matter? Because their schedules are all different.
Yeah, their schedules are all different, and they are able to, try to block these furloughs and try to work the system to where they can get a week off at a time and be able to file for those unemployment benefits in order to make up for some of the money that they're losing. So despite whether they're working for their government or they're being furloughed, they are still taking in those dollars, and it really does seem to be defeating the purpose, especially when the White House and Congress had so much time that they could have actually found replacement cuts to the sequester.
Well, I found this document from the Labor Department, which seems to indicate the federal government is helping these workers get unemployment benefits. They're drawing a map for them, and this is what the Labor Department said, Department of Labor, and its statement. Well, this is actually a circular to employees. While on furlough, federal employees may become eligible for unemployment benefits under the Unemployment Compensation for Federal Employees program. It's important to have certain key documents ready when you file your claim. States may take claims over on the internet, telephone, or in person. Follow instructions provided on the state's website. So, in case you were worried about it, there is the roadmap to getting your benefits. And I guess there's some difference between those kinds of unemployment benefits for federal workers and those for most of us in the private sector. How's it different? Do they get money?
They actually do get more money, and then if you look back at after that circular was distributed, you saw an increase. I believe at the end of the week of April 21st, when the Labor Department had its first set of furloughs, you saw 180 people file for unemployment that hadn't filed before. So we're starting to see an increase in unemployment, and we're starting to see that it's going to be costing us one way or another, again, defeating the purpose of what the sequester was about, and that is to try to find a way to get our spending under control here in Washington.
Well, as hard as we try to just cut the growth of federal spending, not cut federal spending, we'd never do that, but just cut the growth. It seems to be impossible. Gretchen, thanks for coming on tonight.
Thank you.